last Sunday of the month, and we're 2 days out from starting into April 1st on a Fool's Day. Let's see how that runs out. Today's March 30th. We have a few different possibilities for some severe weather. Most likely it's going to be a combination of some of these threats, but we're watching for some large hail, strong winds, and can't rule out an isolated tornado here or there. Time is going to be this afternoon, probably early into mid-afternoon between 1 and 5 p.m., but be clear by the late evening for most of us. If you're further down south, you might have some trailing rain, might even have to deal with some cases of some flooding. We'll watch a little bit more into that here in a moment. I'm going to step you through with our current radar. This is where we have a little bit of moisture out further west, west of Columbia in 63. That moisture is going to kind of fall apart as it makes its way further forward. I'll show you exactly what I mean here. So step forward. We have this first line of rain, and this is getting us right at around 11 a.m. or so. So have this rain. Some of these could be a little bit on the stronger side. I really don't see that. See most of them falling apart. What I'm worried more about as we get into about 1, 2 o'clock here, steps forward, there we go. Have some of these stronger cells. You can see some of that darker red there. Just means some higher reflectivity on radar. That could be some of the stuff that gives us some of the large hail. Now, that's not overly organized, honestly, even though it won't affect most of you guys watching this. Some of those cells out further east, those guys could be some of the serious hail makers. And if you're on the interstate, you might be driving your highway to hail, but we'll figure out how that pulls out. And we'll continue to step forward a few more hours as we go into, here we are, about 5 p.m. or so. And you can realize that St. Louis itself is not showing much in terms of reflectivity. Now, that early morning moisture that I showed you, that's going to be the real rule of if this plays out exactly as modeled. If that moisture magically clears out, we get the sun, daytime heating, then some of the stronger storms could absolutely start their way further west, which would put St. Louis in a little bit more of a prime spot to get some of that large hail. However, I don't see that as the most probable or even a very probable opportunity. I think for the most part, we're going to be staying on the side. May still see some hail, but I think it's going to be more of a threat to our southeast, along with that tornado threat as well. We continue to go forward a few more hours. We step away towards 9 p.m. You can see we're fairly clear out from moisture, and we're going to be staying the day, overnight at least, into the clear side. Watching for another chance for some severe weather as we make our way into Wednesday. Those could be a little bit more intense, but a long ways out. Still a lot I have questions regarding. If you manage to get some hail, remember how to measure it. If you have something around the size of quarters, you're going to be right about 1-inch hail. If you get yourself up to the 2-inch hail, you're going to be closer to those hen eggs. And if you manage to see something greater than that, and you're looking probably closer to tennis ball and baseball, could get you close to that 3-inch size. I don't think most of us will see that yet again. However, if you do, if it's safe to do so, and only when it is safe to do so, feel free to measure it and call into the NWS and report it. They like to have those reports to kind of know what's going on at that point in time. So remember, though, be safe, be smart, and be aware.